I've been freelancing since 2017. I am a mom of two, and being a freelancer really helps me combine my life as a mom and my career aspirations as a young professional. What I've been doing in the past 5 years ranges from being a teacher to virtual assisting to administrative to customer support, digital marketing, copywriting, recruiting, and most recently I have been working as a key account manager or a business development manager. What I love about being a freelancer is the freedom and the flexibility to work my own hours, to find the clients that I want to work with, and to carve and create the career that I want for myself. I would recommend anyone to start becoming a freelancer if they want to be independent, that if they like a challenge, and if they like learning something new every day. The pros, the benefits of being a freelancer are about being able to work your own hours, finding your own creative career or ways to earn multiple types of income, and also is about being able to decide who you want to work with and what you would like to do. On the negative side, or not the most glamorous side, is the instability of your earning. Some months you will be able to earn quite a lot of money because you have a lot of clients, and some months maybe you will be struggling a little bit. But the most important thing is to have multiple incomes and being confident in your own skills. Those skills make you a young professional that your client want to work with. So that would be definitely really important to master, and one of the most important things to train and to learn about. How I market myself as a freelancer has been primarily through a Freelancer platform, but also through social media platforms for professionals like LinkedIn. And to end this presentation, I would like to say that if you are looking to become a freelancer, don't be afraid. Follow your own passion and your own dreams. Learn as much as you can, educate yourself, talk to people in the same industry that you would like to go in, build your own network, and be brave and follow your dreams. As a freelancer, the ways that I market myself are multiple. Firstly, it's important to have an up-to-date and customized profile on LinkedIn, which is the biggest platform for freelancers and for professionals, where you'll most likely be able to find clients, find new colleagues, to update on the industry, and to do the most important thing, which is networking, getting to know other people, telling them about what you do and your services. And that's definitely something that you should do. One of the first things that you should do is tell everyone that you know that you have become a freelancer, and tell them what you do and what you could do for them. Are you great at web developing? Can you create a website? Tell everyone that you know, even the person that you go to take your coffee in the morning. They're more likely want to have a digital presence. Another way that I market myself for many years, I used a Freelancer platform which is called Upwork. There's many different freelancer platforms. For example, Fiverr is a very well known one for creatives, for graphics, etc. And Upwork, I loved Upwork because I was able to set up my profile and find different clients on a regular basis, because it's one of the biggest platforms for a freelancer in the world, and there's thousands of jobs that are posted every single day, every single minute, which you can apply to and find your next gig. Another difference that it's important to keep in mind as a freelancer is that you not only need to be very, very good at what you do, but you also need to be able to be very good at all different things. So you need to be good at promoting yourself, at copywriting, so that you can create a very compelling cover letter or a pitch to a possible client. Another thing that you need to be able to do is build your own brand. So build your social presence in a way that will attract new clients. And in terms of that, it's really important to know what keywords are. So you need to put yourself in the shoes of your ideal client, speak their same language, and use the keywords that they will use to find a person or the services that you can do for them. And another important thing to do is definitely to network, to master the art of being able to connect with other people, to bring value to them, and to present yourself in the best possible way so that they remember you. They can refer clients to you, they refer their colleagues to you, or they simply talk about what you've done for them in a positive way, so that you get known by others, and the client, you will no longer be forced to find clients, but you will attract clients. Clients will come to you, and you will have a sustainable form of income, whereby you will have clients every single month or week, or for new projects that you would like to take on. Finally, marketing tips: be yourself on social media. Don't construe something that is not true. Someone will relate to your story, and they will want to do business with you because you are yourself. Your story is unique to you, but it's relatable to a lot of other people. Another marketing tip that I will recommend is to be on LinkedIn and engage with the platform. You don't have to create content every single day. You can share content, comment on other people's posts, reach out to people with a personal invitation, and you can also find clients, or you can also market yourself on new platforms, on YouTube, TikTok, Clubhouse. Always keep up to date with the industry, and become an expert in your area of field by talking about your industry, or by creating content related to your industry, like blog posts or articles. In terms of legal developments in Italy regarding being a freelancer, I think there is a lot to work on. As a freelancer in the past few years, I have had to explain to my accountant the kind of job that I do, the fact that it is a completely legitimate job, but it is a freelancer role where I am working constantly with international clients. In this sense, I think it would be important for my country to recognize the emergement of digital digital jobs, like the ones that I do, working from home, being able to be employed remotely, and also recognizing that really high taxation doesn't help young people or people in general to pursue becoming a freelancer. So in this sense, I think it would be important to understand how being a freelancer is nowadays, and do laws and legislation that would be helpful and that will help people to become freelancer. And in terms of financial management, I would recommend everyone to not be afraid to start a freelancing business, even if you're starting from zero. I personally started from zero, and there are many resources that you can access for free. For example, a LinkedIn account is completely free, and if done right, it's a really good source of income, because you will find clients and that will be able to support you, as well as Upwork or other freelancing platforms. They are free to join. There may be a fee credits, but it's usually very, very low. And to begin with, I definitely recommend you to begin with everything as free as possible, and then to build and to invest in yourself. You have time and resources to invest yourself in time, and one of the most important things that I recommend is to build a portfolio of clients where you have multiple clients, even at the same time. If you manage to do so, that will depend on your time management skills. But if you're able to work and collaborate with different clients at the same time, you will be sure to have multiple sources of income, which will reduce the uncertainty of being a freelancer. So don't rely on only one client. Try to go for many different clients so that you are sure that you're not going to be without an income for a month or 2 months. As final tips, I would like to share some very practical ones. Definitely save up money and seek the help of a professional in terms of taxes and finance help. That will be really helpful for you to set up a really good basis for your freelancing business. And on top of this, don't give up when the accountant that you will approach won't know what kind of job you're doing, or what does it mean to be a freelancer and doing a different kind of job, a digital job. Don't be afraid, don't give up, keep on going, because you are part of a new wave that is paving and constructing the future of the workplace. And when I started, I wish I had all the information that is now available, and I wish more and more people were talking about being a freelancer and working from home, especially in my country, in Italy. That wasn't what it was at the time, but now in 2021 there's plenty of resources, opportunities, and there are some hints that maybe also some sort of legislation or some movement towards regulating being a freelancer is possible in our country as well. So keep on going, don't give up. It's going to take a lot of strange faces looking at what you're trying to do, but keep on going, because if you believe in yourself, if you are confident in your own skills, you will be able to find a job no matter what, because you have the skills to find clients and a job in the future of work.